బ్యాక్. సిడబ్ల్యూసి సమావేశానంతరం కాంగ్రెస్ నేతలు మీడియాతో మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. ఇప్పుడు లైవ్ చూద్దాం.
फॉरेस्ट राइट्स एनवायरनमेंट पर जो अमेंडमेंट आने वाले हैं और जो कोयला पर अध्यादेश आया है उस पर चर्चा हुई. सबसे पहले कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष ने शुरुआती टिप्पणी की, उनकी आरंभिक टिप्पणी, ओपनिंग रिमार्क्स. मैं उसकी कुछ हिस्से आपके सामने रखना चाहता हूं. उन्होंने कहा, वी आर कन्वीनिंग फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम दिस ईयर, therefore let me take this opportunity to wish each and every one of you a very happy new year. Given that previous year was a challenging one, मैं कोशिश करूंगा कि अगर मुझे उपलब्ध हो पाई तो इसके बाद इसकी प्रतियां आपको दी जाए, लेकिन पढ़ इसलिए रहा हूं जिससे कि उसका कोई हिस्सा रह न जाए. I am hopeful that the new year will herald a new beginning for the party. 2015 is also a very memorable year for us, as it makes 130 years of unbroken service to the nation. And it is also an occasion to prepare the party for many more years of service to the country. A key instrument to achieving this goal will be the expansion of our party worker base. Our organizational structure must be such to allow for our membership drive to become a force to galvanize our workers. We will use our ongoing membership enrollment program to launch a mass contact mission which has to be unprecedented in scale and scope. As we are embarking on registering new members, we have to ensure that our internal processes and systems are sufficiently robust to recognize, reward, and nurture talent. You are aware that the Vice President has held extensive deliberations with colleagues and leaders from all the states. On the basis of the views that transpired in those interactions about the party organization, the Central Election Authority has prepared a note on the membership drive and proposed amendments to the party constitution. This note is with you. We now need to apply our collective wisdom to discuss these reforms and its proposed implementations. While doing so, we need to ensure that any change strengthens our commitment to organizational transparency and accountability. While it is important that we reflect on shortcomings that caused our defeat, both in Lok Sabha and recent assembly elections, and we need to reorganize our party, re-energize our party, we need to be extra vigilant about what is happening around us. While we debate on how to strengthen internal democracy institutions with the party, the country's democratic institutions are being undermined. The BJP government has already promulgated 10 ordinances in 7 months tenure, which roughly translates to one ordinance every 28 days. It is not just frequency of ordinances we should take cognizance of, but also context, nature, and timing. The UPA government was guided by the constitutional opinion that an ordinance is provision of last resort and executive discretion that needs to be used judiciously. On the contrary, today's government is operating through a perilous notion that ordinances constitute good governance. We have to communicate effectively that Modi government is not serving national interest by bypassing parliamentary scrutiny and debate. We need to question the extraordinary urgency to introduce some of these ordinances. Is there any ulterior motive behind this hurry? The Land Acquisition Act came into effect after wide-ranging talks and consultations. This government has effectively destroyed this landmark legislation and brought back the law passed by the British in 1894 through the back door. The ordinance on coal mines has surreptitiously undone the spirit of nationalization of coal mines that had crucial safeguards. It is not just the dictatorial tendencies of the government which are of concern for us all, but also its anti-farmer and anti-poor policies. While the Prime Minister makes much of lowering inflation, he doesn't mention how he has lowered the income of farmers. His government has increased the MSP to select crops only by 3%. The MSP of certain crops, such as cotton, has now gone below cultivation price, causing several farmers to commit suicide. A range of other crops grown by over 1 crore farmers such as maize, groundnut, millet has not been given an increase in MSP. Rural